Iriatum sanctim pace.
Welcome, everyone, to another podcast. You will not believe who we have. We have a wonderful classical crossover artist by the name of Adriana Zarzu, who's originally from, I guess, Romania. And she's a wonderful soprano. You should hear her voice. It's amazing. It's amazing. So Adriana Mihaela Zarzu is a visionary soprano whose musical artistry transcends boundaries, seamlessly merging classical technique with pop and rock influences. Born in Eastern Europe and now captivating audiences in California, she has carved a distinct path in the world of music. As a self taught artist in classical training, Zarzu's ability to bridge genres and cultures makes her a unique force in the industry. Her multilingual fluency, singing in 5 languages, allows her to connect deeply with a diverse global audience, delivering performances that evoke faith, resilience, and emotional depth. We're going to talk about those 5 languages. I want to talk about those. With a career adorned with prestigious accolades, Zarzu has graced world renowned stages from Carnegie Hall's Laureate Gala to Vienna's concert halls, and even performed alongside Andrea Bocelli, my favorite. Wow, I want to talk about that. That's exciting. Her passion for music is fueled by her belief in its power to inspire and comfort, offering solace in life's challenges. Beyond her impressive achievements, she remains dedicated to encouraging emerging artists, proving that perseverance and passion can transform dreams into reality. Adriana Zarzu is not just an extraordinary soprano, and I heard you sing, I'm just blown away. She is a beacon of artistic innovation, bringing timeless melodies to life in a way that resonates with the soul. Welcome, Adriana. So pleased and happy to see you on the show.
Thank you for having
Thank you
me.
for being here.
Thank you.
You,
I
you-
wanted to appreciate you for giving me such a beautiful introduction.
you're very welcome. So I'd like to ask you. So, Adriana, what inspired your transition from a classical training to blending pop rock elements in your music?
So to begin, I was actually not quite trained as a classical singer. I believe everything just naturally came to me. I could say more like a self-taught classical singer. Um, I kind of started my journey when I was actually shocked that I discovered that I could sing and sing those soaring high notes. So I was born in Romania in a very small town, but I remember I was about barely 6 years old, and well, actually, I was raised and in a conservative Christian family with those values. And I remember coming home from church, listening and just hearing the sound of my father's accordion. And that's where actually I could say that the self-teaching came from my father, my siblings. They actually learned how to play the instruments entirely by ear. So
Wow.
the same thing applies to me. So when I hear a song, an aria, I would listen to it. I practice relentlessly, and then I just kind of define until it's perfection. So but I was practicing. I was I have so much passion for music, and I love the arts. So I was searching for different kinds of artists, especially the famous artists, to see how they sing. And I was fascinated by, absolutely like blown away by their style of music and the genres and how high they could sing, and especially the coloratura. So I was, for me, coloratura, it sounds like a bird singing. That's why it's called coloratura, because it has
Yeah.
the colors of the music of those high notes that's just very unique.
Yeah,
So
we had several coloratura sopranos on the podcast, and I love that vocal ability. You can go high and low and ha 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 ha. I love it. It's got a lot of
yeah,
color in it, coloratura. It's
yes,
amazing.
yes, yes.
Did you have a good relationship with your parents and family? Did they encourage you a lot to go into music?
Yes, absolutely. My father was a remarkable man. Um, I'm sorry to say that he passed away quite a few years ago. But I
Mm.
think everything I owe to him. He was very encouraging, absolutely, um, supporting me in every single way. And I just remember him saying, "You can do this. Everything is possible if you push yourself and you want to achieve whatever you want to achieve in life, your goals. You can do it." So I think there was absolutely amazing advice from him, and how much encouragement I had from my father. Yes.
You and I have actually something in common. My mother's father, my maternal grandfather, was born in Transylvania, Romania, so I'm part Dracula.
Oh.
So we found that out. Yeah, yeah. But it's
so
it's
you
true.
know
So I got part Romanian and part Slovak in me as
so
well.
you know the story
So
about the Vlad Tepes story in 15th century. That's where actually it's a fiction saying, they mention it's a fiction mentioning that Vlad Tepes was what he did, impaling, the um ones that he didn't approve of, that he would use this type of punishment. So
mm.
um yeah.
Do you Adriana, do your European roots influence your artistic expression?
Probably I could say in Yeah, yes, I could say that. I believe with all my heart that I received this talent. God gave me this talent, not just to just be for my own joy, but just to be able to inspire others with my story, and to let people know that if you believe in something, you will achieve it. Just have passion for it, and believe in yourself, and work hard, and you'll be successful.
Yeah, your voice is pristine. It's amazing. Uh,
Yeah.
how did faith and perseverance shape your musical journey?
I'm actually a very hardworking person, so I started everything from the very lowest to the highest, as far as where I was standing in my music career. And I I'm a very faithful person. I love to think and believe, actually, that I can do everything, whatever I put in mind to it, as far as my music, in different styles of music. I style my own. I'm a stylist, so I style my own music. When I hear a song, I like I mentioned, I listen to it and I make it my own style. So if it's just the difference, how much I want to go high or how low I want to go with the notes. So um, yeah, it's a wonderful career to be able to just sing different, especially if you're an opera singer. Yeah.
What drives you to pursue music despite the challenges of the industry?
That's a very good question. Even though in these times that we live in, it's very hard to sometimes to promote your music. There's so many wonderful artists and talented artists out there. I heard one time, I'm not sure if you know who Angela Gheorghiu is. She's an absolutely amazing famous opera singer. And she mentioned one time, you have the talent, but you also need luck. So, so I think she was right in a way. You need all the luck you can get, and somebody will recognize you. You just have to work hard. But I'm working hard.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah, I
working
totally
hard.
believe that.
Yes.
You definitely worked hard because you got a chance to sing alongside Andrea Bocelli. That's no small thing, you know. Do you think that's a moment in your career that felt truly magical, or do you think there's another thing in your life that happened?
I believe there was an unforgettable moment for me to be able to sing with Andrea Bocelli. See, I am involved with the Sacramento Opera and Chorus Philharmonic Orchestra. So we do a lot of productions from La Traviata to Cavalleria Rusticana and different productions. So it's every year and every season they bring new productions and new songs and new singers and new artists. So I it was an absolutely amazing, unforgettable experience for me. So
What was it like performing alongside Andrea Bocelli? Like he's great, and your voice and his voice match. Were you singing like like he sang the prayer quite a lot? Have you sung the prayer yet?
So no, I haven't sung the prayer, but I was mostly in the chorus. So Andrea Bocelli came with different artists, but I was mostly in the chorus when he came to Sacramento in about 2 years ago. Yes, 17,000 people at the
That's
Golden One
amazing.
Center. Yeah, it was an amazing experience, unforgettable, just incredible.
Because his son Mateo is a fantastic singer, and he sang alongside someone by the name of Sana, and his daughter Virginia is actually she's
Yes,
beginning to be a pretty good singer as well.
yes,
So
that's
that's amazing. Uh,
yes.
yeah. So how did you prepare for your Carnegie Hall debut? Like, what did the experience mean to you?
I was very nervous. It was a singing competition, classical singing competition. I was accepted for it. They had judges, just like every single singing competition, and I received unbelievable uh, uh, um, comments, beautiful comments, and from the judges, and how much they liked my voice. And I sang mostly naturally without a microphone. So they accepted me. I went to the Carnegie Hall. I was pretty much in kind of a shock way. Um, to to be able to I was thinking, me going to Carnegie Hall, that was one of my dreams. And but I was super excited. It was an absolutely amazing experience. The directors were absolutely amazing. They were super supportive, and I met a lot of talented artists from different parts of the country in New York at the Carnegie Hall. And it was absolutely unforgettable. It was amazing. So I have to I have to thank the progressive musicians that they are the ones that they accepted me along with the judges to go sing at the Carnegie Hall. That was actually supposed to be my second time at the Carnegie Hall. But in 2020, I did another competition, and um, we were supposed to go sing at the Carnegie Hall, but it was canceled because of the pandemic. So yeah.
Yeah, but at least you got a chance to sing alongside Andrea Bocelli, which is wow, that would be great to put on my resume. I sang with Andrea Bocelli. Can I have the part now? You know, it's
Yes,
amazing.
he's an amazing and absolutely talented
Hmm.
artist, and his career is just booming. It's absolutely just fascinating to see him and watch him sing with different artists, and how much passion she has, Andrea Bocelli, for his music, and all the people that he actually you know, connects with, and has he passes along the music from generation to generation. I think it's magical. It's amazing.
Yeah, when I heard your song "When a Child Is Born," that gave me like chills. That was quite a that's how that's oh wow. Like it's just incredible. How do you balance your work with the Sacramento Philharmonic Opera alongside your solo career?
So I get to choose which production and which season I want to be in, and if it fits with my schedule and or my career, I will accept it. And if it doesn't, then I will, like, postpone it for next year or things like that. Yeah, because there is a lot of rehearsals
Yeah.
that I have to go to, and it's mostly at night and during the weekends. And my weekends are very busy with my music, and also I have my family, and but it's I'm very happy that I'm actually um, a part and involved with the Sacramento Opera and chorus. Yes.
How did it feel to receive so many prestigious awards within such a short period? Like that blows me away.
I was I'm a very humble person, and I was involved in different stages of classical music, as far as more like crossover. And I began to sing for one production, and from there kind of started to shift to um, different competitions, or different stages of how much I wanted to expand my career. And once I got accepted in one competition, or I could just like see myself, keep on going forward. And from there, everything pretty much started. That when you actually expose yourself and you wanted to be a part of this amazing classical music, you kind of have to push yourself and search for more and more, and until you pretty much make sure that you know exactly what you want, and everything goes from there.
What is your creative process when developing a new song? Like how do you start?
Like the way I learn it, or
You learn
hearing.
it or just how do you approach it? For instance, let's try the song Nella Fantasia cover. How do you go about doing these covers? You've never heard Silent Night like this before. That one, like beautiful. Like what's your creative process? How do you start it so that you end up with this wonderful song?
So I listen to it. Probably I listen and listen. I listen until I completely get it into my head. I practice it quite a lot, very much so, and I will, in my head, I make it in such a way that the way I want my music, my song to be styled. And when I go record it, I just make it the way exactly how I'm practicing at home. So, yeah.
So when you're happy with it, you will do it. But if you're not, you probably spend more time because they say that a song is uh, 1% 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Would you
Yes,
believe that?
I do. I believe that. But I think practice is everything. I heard one time Maria Callas mentioned in her interview that she would practice an aria if it would take her 100 times, she would practice it 100 times until she would get it to perfection. And she had an absolutely amazing vocals, and her purity and her range was absolutely incredible. So I'm actually kind of trying to follow her steps, like practice, until I get what the style of the music that I'd like. So
Yeah. Are there any particular composers or songs that deeply resonate with you on a personal level?
I I love Mozart. I believe Mozart has a lot of quite a few coloratura arias. Franz Schubert. I was working on Der Nachtigall, which is actually composed by Franz Schubert, and the amazing Ingeborg Holstein, I believe you pronounce her last name. She was born in Germany. I'm not sure if you heard of Ingeborg, but she's absolutely an amazing coloratura. She was an amazing coloratura soprano. Her range, her high notes were absolutely incredible. Her purity, the vocals were just amazing. I was fascinated by her vocals, so I was practicing that aria, and I still am. It's very very high. It has very high notes, but I can do it. I can do it. It's just it needs a lot of practice, and you need to take care of your voice, and um, you just have to make sure that I sometimes when I'm tired, I don't like to sing, because if I'm tired, my
Mm.
voice gets tired. So everything everything is good. Yeah, yeah.
What I want to ask you about, you sing in multiple languages. Do you approach each language differently when interpreting a song? Like, what are the multiple languages that you know actually?
So I can sing in Russian language, in
Wow.
Hebrew. In Hebrew, I was practicing two songs in Hebrew language. Of course, Romanian, German. I lived in Vienna for a few years, and English, of course. Yes, so
Nothing
I
in Romanian, eh?
I do sing in Romanian, but the Romanian songs are not as they do. Romanian songs have opera kind of style to it, but not as much like the Italian composers like Puccini and then Caccini and the other composers. So I think Romanian songs are more like a little bit on the a lower range level of opera music. I mean, I see Angela Gheorghiu, she sings a lot of amazing Romanian songs. They're not as many as the ones in Italian language, but they're beautiful. Yes.
It's interesting you're talking about that you're singing in Hebrew. Now, we actually had an opera singer named Christina Johnson, and she says that she only had a week to learn Hebrew. A week.
Oh, yes. So to
What about
me,
you?
yes, for me, it's easy actually for me to sing the Hebrew language. I believe
Wow.
it has that more like an the Romanian language, just to go back, Romanian language is very similar to the Italian language. They're kind of sisters,
Hmm.
kind of in a way. If you go back into the history of Romania and Italy during the Roman Empire, they were actually connected. It's just that they separated in their own language. But the Romanian language, because it has so much Latin to it, for example, when you say casa mia in Romanian, I believe in Italian language is it's pretty much the same. Not Spanish. Spanish would be mi casa or something like that, but it's very similar. So the same thing that has that the R, like when you say R, it just depends what word in Hebrew is. But for me, it's easy to pronounce the words in Hebrew language, even like the Spanish or the Italian. The German is a little bit, even though I took German language when I was in school, the German is a little bit more challenging because of the grammar to the German language, but um, it's not too bad. Yeah.
Are you telling me that if an Italian person speaks to a Romanian person, they would understand each other?
They kind of do. I understand when an Italian person they speak Italian. I understand. I may not be able to respond in Italian, but I understand what they say.
Wow. So, what emotions, Adriana, do you hope to evoke in your audience through your music?
What emotions? I would love the my audience and my fans to be able to be inspired by not just by my story, but to the from the passion when I perform, and um, the songs that I sing. I would love to send a message to everybody who listens to my music or hears the type of genre that I sing. It's because everything that I do, I'm passionate about. Like I mentioned, I was fascinated by the arts. Actually, classical music captured my soul. So everything to me, when I sing a song, it's like I live that moment. I believe in connecting with other artists and share the passion of music with each other. And one day, I hope I could share the famous, wonderful, stages of music. Maybe the Acropolis in Greece, or maybe La Scala in Milan. Who knows? But
Wow.
yes, music is powerful.
It is, and it's healing
Especially,
as well.
yeah, especially classical music. It's just amazing. Yes.
Yeah, I love Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. I like the first movement. That's a great piece of music.
Yes.
I like Mozart's Rondo alla Turca. That's a great one. You're
Yes.
surprised I know all this stuff. Oh yeah, I listen to a lot of classical music. I've learned to understand which movements are. Um, but so you mentioned you didn't have any classical training at all. So what challenges have you faced as a self-taught artist, and how have you overcome them?
I remember one time I applied for a singing competition, and it was a classical, more like opera singing competition. And one of the judges mentioned that I need more training. And actually, I love to hear the feedback from the judges. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. I actually accept the the criticism, So I was told that I need to uh, have more training into for my vocals into breathing techniques and also into connotation and pronouncing the words and other things that I needed to work on, and I accepted it. I didn't say anything. It's hard for the Sacramento area to find a absolutely professional opera coach. It just depends on your genre. There's quite a few amazing, classical coaches. It's just like I mentioned, if my voice, which it is, my voice is much lighter instead of being more dramatic. So I had to find a teacher, for my kind of genre. So because you don't want to force yourself into singing something different than your voice
Mm.
is not matching to that particular aria or to that song that you want to practice or you want to sing on. So I was told by many coaches, so you have to stay. I had to stay with my type of genre, meaning like my type of vocals and the range that I was able to perform and to reach. So
Yeah, you got such a demanding performance schedule, Adriana. How do you maintain vocal health?
I practice pretty much every day. So I do the vocalize every day. I also try to include into my singing program and my singing techniques different kinds of songs. So I introduce a new song each time. So my vocals do not just stay for the same songs that I sang in the past, but doing that, it actually helps my by adding another, I mean, a new song into my into all the songs that I sing. It actually helps my vocals quite a lot. So I do that pretty much. If I don't do that every day, I do it every other day. Yes.
So, how do you connect with your fans beyond the stage? Like after your vocal performance, everything is said and done. How do you connect with your fans?
It just depends on the day. It just depends on the performance, what happens after then, during the social media, or like I mentioned, it just depends how you want to connect with your fans or what the day is, and mostly through social media. It's That's what I get a lot of the messages, or yeah, things like that.
Wow. So, if you could collaborate, besides Andrea Bocelli that you already did, if you could collaborate with any other artist, past or present, who would it be and why? And you can't say Andrea Bocelli because you already collaborated with him.
With the past, meaning you're dead or alive, or just
Well, okay, past or present. Let's say anybody from the past that you could resurrect and sing on stage. Who would it be?
Mario Lanza. He's
That Wow, that is a good answer. I love Mario Andrea. Yeah, he was a great opera singer.
He was actually no, actually, I take it back. Pavarotti was the first opera tenor singer that I heard, and
Hmm.
I was absolutely just amazed. And as I searched more into the other artists that sang closely to Pavarotti, I discovered Mario Lanza, and I was absolutely obsessed with his movies, obsessed with his songs. I began singing pretty much all the songs except the tenor arias that they sang, but pretty much all of them, because I believe that Mario Lanza performed a lot of songs, not just opera songs, more like a little bit like pop. For example, "Be My Love" is one of them that was specially written and composed for him and for his co-star Catherine Grayson, which I believe she was just amazing. She had this amazing voice. I was stunned when I was listening to her vocals. So, but that's another. I would love to have a duet with Mario Lanza. Yes, definitely.
What do you think of Jose Carreras's voice? Do you like his voice?
I do. I do. I think he has an amazing voice. I don't know much about him. I mean, I know I've seen him on stages with Pavarotti and Placido Domingo and other artists. I believe he was also on the stage with Laura Bretan, the Romanian
Yes,
classical crossover
I know
singer.
her. She's so
Uh,
young, though. Yeah.
Yes, she's 20, in her 20s, I believe, early 20s, but or something like that, maybe. Or,
Mhm.
but she's yes, she has an amazing voice. So Jose Carreras, amazing. Had a wonderful, I'm sure he had a wonderful career, and his voice is just as amazing as Pavarotti's or Placido Domingo's. And I actually love the voice of, I believe he's from Germany, Johannes. Um, what is his name? Uh, he's very famous too. I believe his first name is Johannes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Hmm.
He also performed with Angela Gheorghiu and other artists in classical music, in opera music. Yes.
If I could answer that question for myself about before I ask the next question, who I would like to perform with, it would be Josh Groban. I would love to sing with him. He's a
Yes,
great
yes,
tenor. He's
yes.
wonderful.
I agree. He has an amazing voice. Josh Groban. He sang with so many amazing artists. He sang with Andrea Bocelli, Celine Dion, and so many artists. Charlotte Church. He also
Yeah,
performed with Charlotte Church. So
yeah,
yes, yes, I agree. He has a
yeah,
beautiful voice.
yeah. Until Charlotte Church went mainstream and Leanne Rhymes went mainstream, I stopped listening to them. But did you know that Britney Spears is a soprano and Christina Aguilera is a mezzo soprano? Did you know
No,
that? They
no,
could
I did
literally
not.
sing opera if they wanted to, but they choose not to.
No, I did
Yeah,
not know that.
choose not to.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, it is. And I bet you anything that they could probably sing alongside Lucy Kay, who's got a great voice. She's amazing. I had her
Yes.
on my podcast when I first started. I had her on my podcast and she was amazing. The whole interview just went viral. It's amazing. What draws you to classical music? Like, how do you interpret its emotional depth?
So as a young age, I was involved into the arts. I was kind of immersed myself into musical theater. I did a little bit of ballet. I did a little bit of gymnastics, but classical music was absolutely the one that captured my soul. So I I began as a young age, and I believe my journey kind of began when I lived in Vienna, and I had a great fortune to meet and form a close friendship with one of the brilliant music professors. She still lives in Vienna, and from there, kind of everything started. We did a lot of concerts, small ones, not big ones. But I had a privilege to, with her, of course, and her team, to put on these concerts and perform for the sick and for the less unfortunate, also for the ones that they were battling with different health issues, and all the proceeds they went to the local hospitals or charities. But it was an absolutely incredible and unforgettable experience. It wasn't about my music or how high or how well you can sing. It was about, because you could give so much to the community, and to see how much joy and how happy they were accepting, and also uh, listening to the classical music, which is so healing for your heart, for your soul. It brought so much joy, and just like I mentioned, just an amazing experience to be able to help and give back to the community. It was very happy. I'm very humble to know that I can do something, and I can give so much in any way as far as in my music career. Truly.
Do you know whose voice really blew me away? And she was so young. So when I'm watching Britain's Got Talent, sometimes they had a 9-year-old girl by the name of Mirla Willighagen,
Oh
and she
yeah,
sang Nessun
yes.
Dorma. Oh my goodness! I
She's
like I was
adorable.
so blown away. She was really good.
She's adorable. Yes,
She was
she
really good
is.
back then. She's in her 20s now, but she's really good. I can't believe how old she was. Like 9 years old.
Yes, that
Incredible voice.
reminds
Yeah.
me. Yes, that reminds me of Jackie Vanko.
Yes, her too. Jackie Evancho was really good. Oh my goodness. Stardom young. I wish I started young because I got into music maybe 10, 15 years ago when I just like I knew a girl back in 2002. I know my audience doesn't want to hear this, but she heard me sing and she said, "Stop singing." And I didn't sing for 10 years because of her.
Oh,
And it
sorry.
really affected me. So I wasted but when I was a young kid, my brother and I used to sing on their living room carpet. We used to sing like everything from Jesus Christ Superstar to other. We used to perform, and yet it never came to my mind that I should go and follow music. I decided to think, and it wasn't until 10, 15 years ago when I said, okay, I want to do music. But others are like Amira Wigglhagen, you others. They start when they're very young, and I wish I'd done that too. Uh, I loved your performance of Ave Maria. I don't know what Ave Maria you did, Schubert, or you did the Bach version, but can you share the story behind your performance and what it means to you?
The Ave Maria that I was working on for, I would say, quite a few years. It was the first time when I heard it. Um, I heard the pianist, the famous pianist, perform it. I believe, if I'm not pronouncing his name wrong, Jan Mulder or Jan Mulder. I believe it's Jan Mulder. He's an amazing pianist, and he composes a lot of songs. So I that was the first time I heard Ave Maria by Giulio Caccini, and the notes in that aria, they're absolutely amazing. And I came across the opera singer Ines Galante. I'm think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm sorry with these names if I mispronounce, I'm sorry. But I believe they say she's the one that was the first one of the opera singers that perform that aria, Ave Maria by Caccini, and it kind of started from there. But to reach those high notes, because I practiced so much, it took me about 2 years. But again, I wasn't practicing it quite daily. And every time I would hear that song, Ave Maria by Caccini, it's just, I think about the story behind it, the meaningful story behind. You see, I'm a religious person, and I think about the Virgin Mary, and then it's about how Jesus Christ suffered, and during his living, and also when I sing that song, it just brings a lot of tears into my eyes, but also my heart is so deeply passionate about what the story is all about, the Ave Maria. So the way I made it, I wanted it to have it sang very humbled, and also to just have a meaningful story behind this Ave Maria song. But it's an amazing song. So.
Yeah, the Puccini one is like amazing. Which classical composers have influenced your vocal style the most?
I would have to say probably Bellini. It's just amazing, the arias that he composed. But like I mentioned, I listen to so many different arias and different songs to my vocal range and to my types of genre that I sing. But I think they're all amazing. I think all the composers, from Puccini to Mozart to Rossini to everyone, I think they're just amazing, legendary composers. So yes.
So I'm going to ask you this question. I want you to give me the best answer you can. What do you think is the most challenging classical piece you performed, and why was it so challenging?
As I performed, working on it, or as I performed in
Like performing, what do you think is the most challenging song you've ever performed that made you sweat and like, I don't want to be singing this anymore, I'm screwing it up?
When I went to the Carnegie Hall, I chose to sing the aria Eben Nandro Lantana. So I I was told by my vocal coach, the one that I had, that it was kind of too dramatic for my voice, even though I absolutely love it. But I was having a little hard time just kind of to not to reach the high notes, just to kind of emerge into the story behind the behind the aria. But I managed to sing it, of course, and I just had to do a lot of practice. And when I was at the Carnegie Hall, I was very nervous. It was just, I was shaky. Literally, I was shaky on the stage. And but I had an amazing time. It was amazing. But for some reason, that aria, I don't know. It was kind of difficult for me just to kind of sing that the not the notes, but into the whole version of the aria. I am not sure why, but it's a beautiful aria. If you ask me to sing it again, I will sing it. It's just that I have still in the back of my mind, I still have those moments where I was like very shaky and very nervous about it. Maybe that's why. Yeah.
I know that Puccini's opera Turandot has Nessun Dorma, and I would I would sing it if I could just roll my R's properly. But I'm all set to stand out on the stage and to start singing as soon as I can figure out how to do the rolling R. But there's also an English version,
Yes,
and
it is.
it's none shall sleep tonight. That's all it is. I could sing the English version, but it doesn't really make sense for me. So when you're singing like Ave Maria by Puccini and all these things, how do you approach breathing and phrasing in classical music compared to contemporary genres?
For me, contemporary genres are definitely easier to sing, but these when you sing these arias with those high notes requires a lot of practice, and also the breathing techniques that I incorporate into my daily routine is it takes quite a while. So when I start to do the vocals daily, I would probably do it for from 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes an hour. But I do include the breathing techniques because they're very important to me. And I sing better when I do the breathing techniques, definitely. So much better. It's just that I think practice takes everything. Yes.
Definitely. Do you have like a favorite aria or classical song that resonates with your personal journey? Like when you go to that, like follow the yellow brick road type to the wizard's, castle there. Like, I know it's kind of analogy, but so what do you think your favorite aria or classical song is?
So right now I am working on the Mein Herr Marquis. I don't know if you heard of it.
Mm.
Um, it's in German, but you can sing it also in. There's an English version to it. I just love the German lyrics better. So it has a lot of high notes, and it's kind of dynamic, and it has coloratura to it. But it's a beautiful aria. I love it. So I'm working with my coach on that particular aria.
When you were singing La Boheme and Die Fledermaus with the Sacramento Opera, what was your experience like?
It's it's actually very it was a challenging song for me to sing in the beginning, but it's probably because I'm more drawn to classical crossover, and in the back of my mind I thought, oh, this is more like opera. i i'm I know I can do this song. I know I'm passionate for it. It's just that I I just I think it just came naturally to me when I start practicing it, and just working hard, and make sure I got the right notes and the high notes, and it just goes from there. I think to me, literally every song just comes naturally. I just have to input a lot of practice into it. Yeah.
So when you were singing like Ave Maria, La Boheme, or Die Fledermaus, how do you bring that fresh interpretation to classical works while respecting the tradition?
I believe that if you, I, I'm striving, and sometimes you have, or everybody's imperfect, so you strive to do as perfect as you can. But being on stage, you kind of let it flow, and you just get along with the and follow along music, and just enjoy the moment, and let the audience know that you, which I do, that you love classical music. You are a part of that particular, production, and everything is just comes right to it. So yeah, it's great. Yeah.
So, have you ever experimented with blending classical technique into modern music, like taking a Britney Spears song or Madonna song and putting a little bit of classical spin on it?
No, not really. I tried one time to sing one of the Rihanna song. I believe it's called um
Was
it's
it Take a Bow or Bow? Maybe that's the only one I know.
no, I think it's called You Need Love or something like that. Or he was in one of the movies, Avenger movies. But I was trying, I was practicing and practicing, and I was trying to do the high notes, which is it's a beautiful song. It's just it didn't really kind of connect. Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, Adriana, your version of Panis Angelicus was amazing. Like that just blew me away. Like your voice, like I'm listening to your voice, I can listen, put my eyes closed. Like wow, I'm just telling you, that was a great. Panis Angelicus, my favorite. That's my go-to song. I love that one. Um, but
Thank you.
so, what makes your operatic storytelling so powerful, and how do you embody those emotions on stage?
It's all about my passion. It's how much passion and how much time and how much I want to tell the songs through my stories, and how you want to make your audience feel. And sometimes, I incorporate the feelings into my songs from my past challenges, or from different life aspects that I had taking places in my past. So I try to put all together, everything, in one place, and then it just flows from there. But I put a lot of thought and a lot of passion into how much how I sing, and how much like passion, and how much all those influences me to proceed further, and then accept that everything that I'm doing, it's gonna be great, and I think of positive outcome from all the songs, and all the productions that I do throughout. Yes,
Adriana, do you have a dream classical role that you aspire to perform one day?
I do. It's the La Traviata Sempre Libera, and
That's my mother. That was that and Evita were my and La Traviata and Evita were my mother's favorite operas.
yes, that's an amazing, absolutely amazing production. It's great. It's beautiful. It's about love. It's about romance. It's about it's it's an amazing production. Yes, totally.
When you're traveling performing, Adriana, how do your audiences in these different countries respond to classical music? Like, have you noticed the unique differences?
I believe people are still drawn to classical music, even though pop music is is for a lot of people that they choose. But I get a great feedback from different listeners, from the people that I encounter, and they love it, and they support it, and I'm happy with that.
Okay, I'm gonna lay this question on you. What do you think of artificial intelligence and music? Would you ever want to sing alongside Mario Lanza but it's an AI version of his voice?
I do. I watched
Wow.
on YouTube. I watched on YouTube one time the famous opera singer. She's Russian. I'm trying to think of her name. Aida Garifulina, I think.
Okay.
And he performed with Mario Lanza in an AI version. I'm not sure if you watched
Really?
that. Yes,
No,
she
I
did.
haven't. That's interesting. Wow. How'd it
Yeah,
sound?
it was amazing. I mean, she just has amazing and beautiful voice.
What about
Uh,
you? How would you do it? And
with
not
Maria,
Mario Lanza, but singing alongside a famous opera singer who may or may not be with us anymore. Like for instance,
I would love
you
to.
would.
I would love to sing along. I mean, aside from with Mario Lanza or Pavarotti, or
Wow.
yes, I would love to.
Wow. How about if how about this is gonna be funny. A Paul McCartney singing opera with you. Hey
Um,
Jude, don't make me.
I'm not sure if Paul McCartney could. I mean, if he could, I have no doubt about that. He could. I would love to sing with actually with any past or present singers. It doesn't matter if they're classical or pop. I would love to.
So, what is your take on the future of classical music? Do you think it will evolve or remain timeless?
I believe with all my heart it will remain timeless. There's nothing like classical music. Absolutely nothing. I truly
Amazing.
believe so.
Wow. So, what advice would you give to a young artist aspiring to master classical singing? Like, Adriana, I want to do what you do. I want to be a tenor. I want to be a soprano, whatever. What is the first thing you tell them?
I tell them that if they believe in their goals and their achievements, they want to become an opera singer, a classical singer. Uh, Work hard, and you can do it. Everything is possible if you believe. Totally, work hard,
Wow.
because
It's amazing.
everything is just it just comes naturally to you if you work hard, and you uh, just want to grow, even from little things that you will achieve it. You will absolutely amazing. Totally.
That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being on our podcast. Everyone, all of Adriana's information will be down below, including her amazing Panis Angelicus version. Everything linked below. I just can't stop listening to your music and your singing. Um, but um, what is next for you? Like any upcoming projects or goals on the horizon?
Yes, I do. I have projects that I'm working on. I try to keep them kind of hidden from public, but I do have other goals that I would like to achieve. And I will definitely let you know.
What an awesome interview. Really appreciate talking to you. I'm so happy I was able to see you on the Classical On Stage podcast here, talking about your singing. I want to lead everyone to your YouTube channel because there's a song called In Pace on there, which is really good. And Attesa, I want people to listen to. So I might just put your YouTube channel in the description, but also maybe list the important songs so they get an idea of your songs. I'm like, okay, everyone, before you listen to songs, sit down because they will just blow you away. Your voice is amazing. Okay, Adriana, thank you so much for being on our podcast. Really wonderful. And any final last words?
I just want to thank you so much, and I appreciate for having me on your podcast and being a part of your beautiful community. I would love to hear feedback from your viewers, and I'm actually I'm very happy to know and looking forward for the new listeners and the newcomers. And if you can follow me on the social media, would be great. Just by listening to my songs, it means a lot to me. And I, from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate and thank you for being here and having me on your podcast. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it.
You're very welcome, Adriana. So everyone, it's Adriana Zarzu. That's her YouTube channel. And yeah, just check it out. It's just amazing. And we'll have everything like Spotify and everything linked down below. Wait right there, Adriana. Thank you, everyone, for watching.